Valley Credit Union, Brown's Grocery and Hardware, Wayne Hodge State Farm Agency, Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton, Hampton Pharmacy, Ridgewood Barbecue. Score the Game brought to you by the Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. We go courtside with WBEJ's Roger Norris.
Welcome to high school basketball. This is Roger Norris. Barton Eaton's back at the station. Be bringing you the semifinal game here at Westridge in 1A basketball, as the Bulldogs will be taking on the North Green Huskies in an elimination game. You can tune in to WBEJ 1240 AM or 107.9 on the FM dial, or just type in WBEJ and listen from wherever you might be. And the Bulldogs coming into the game after defeating Hancock County, and the final on that was right here in front of me. They beat Hancock County 88-55, and North Green over Jellicoe 83-76 to advance to tonight's semifinal, and it's win or go home tonight. And the game just finished up in front of us was University High and Cosby, 70-46. University High advances to the championship game on Thursday night at 7 o'clock. So the winner of this one will be playing in that one. And also not only that, it guarantees you 2 more games. So it's going to give you a sub-state game at home or on the road, one of the two, and a chance to punch your ticket to Murfreesboro. So the Bulldogs is going to step up to the plate tonight. And they come into the game tonight at 24-7, ranked in the top 5 in the state. These two teams have played twice this year, and Hampton winning both games. They won at North Green 68-52, then won at Hampton 89-61. So the third meeting between the two teams. And you throw the records out the windows as you've been looking in the paper and listening to us give out scores and stuff of the upsets that happens each and every night this time of year. So the Bulldogs has to come prepared to advance tonight. North Green, well-coached team by Sam Carlton, and he does a real good job with them down that way. He's took them to the state tournament 2 out of the last 5 years. So, but Ned Smith from Hampton, what a coach he is. He's had 9 state appearances. Also going along with that, he is on the verge of going right at 500 wins, should get it early next year. So that kind of speaks for itself also. So here we got about 9 minutes and 50 seconds till we tip it off, so we're going to send it back to the station for a 3-minute break, and we'll be back right after this.
Carter County School Board members Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter, support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Get not just 1, but 2 fish tacos for just $6.50 now at Taco John's. You heard right. Those extra tasty fish tacos are on sale at 2 for $6.50 now at Taco John's in Elizabethton. Each fish taco is a soft shell taco with fish, chipotle sauce, lettuce, and pico de gallo. Get 2 for $6.50 while you can at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore Streets, Elizabethton. Open 7 days a week. And don't forget to try those new Nacho Crunch beef burritos or the Nacho Crunch chicken burrito. They're on sale too at $2 for the beef version, $3 for the chicken version. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay, it's just a few clicks of the mouse. Visit the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay or paperless bill online pay. For iPhone and iPad users, check out the Elizabethton Electric System app. You can still mail in your payment, pay in person, or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
Now it's time for Clayton Homes of Elizabethton to have its Sweetheart February Valentine and Blowout Sale. Throughout February, all homes at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton are on sale at a blowout price, including doubles and single wides. And with the purchase of any of these featured homes, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is giving away a free washer and dryer with your purchase. Stop it at Clayton Homes, 980 Bypass, and see Team 811 for complete details. The Valentine and February blowout sale going on now at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton, 980 Bypass. Get the most out of your tax refund with the new set of tires you need for vacation and warm weather driving soon to come. Now from Hayworth Tire Center, Valley Forge. Hayworth Tire also provides and installs new brakes, shocks, and struts, and also performs front and four-wheel drive alignments. Also get a manufacturer's warranty, free mounting, computer balancing, normal rubber valve stems, and lifetime future rotation and balancing with your purchase at Hayworth Tire Center, Highway 19E, Valley Forge.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and the Bulldogs and Huskies getting ready to do battle. The Bulldogs come in at 24-7, and the North Green Huskies come in at 19-14 on the season. And it is going to be a war out here on the floor tonight between these two teams. North Green upset Hampton last year in the regional championship that sent them on the road to have to go to Harriman and play to get to the state tournament. So the Bulldogs owe them one from last year, and this game here is an elimination game. There's no more after this. You put your stuff up and get ready for football, baseball, and so forth and so on. So the Bulldogs are going to have to come out and get after it tonight if they want to advance. And Volunteer and Tennessee High back at Elizabethton's gym, getting updates from there from Laura, who's relaying to Bart Edens at the station, which is relaying them to me, and they are in double overtime. So good action down that way too. And I think the nightcap down there is Unicoi County and I believe Gatlinburg-Pittman in the in the other semifinal. So here we've got a little over 5 minutes till we tip it off. Give a shout out to some of the listeners that tune in, send me scores, constantly helping me out throughout the night. And that's Ricky Burchett, Robbie Fritz, and Marie and Robbie Blevins always tuning in. And I don't know if they're here tonight or at home, but if they're at home, I promise you they're tuning in. Barb Matheson, Tim Phillips, Mac and Linda Henry, Renee Lewis, my partner in crime that always getting me in trouble. Ryan McFadden, Cleo Kite, and Allison Dallas Barker always tuning in, listening. And the Bulldogs, I talked to Caden Buckles there, or made eye contact with him. He said he's ready to go. So Buckles and Campbell is going to be two big factors for the Bulldogs tonight in this elimination game. Campbell on the inside at 6'5", and Buckles, a 6'1" shooting guard that does a little bit of everything. And, tonight we've got two Mr. Basketball finalists. We've got Britton from North Green and Buckles from Hampton. So very, very unusual to have two of them going against each other in elimination games. So a lot of nerves, and it's time to play a little ball. So we're going to see who comes out on fire and who gets after it. And the Bulldogs, sitting there watching them in warm-ups, really stroking it. And from the outside, that's what they need to open up the inside game. Last night, the Lady Dogs punched their ticket to a sub-state game. They'll play North Green tomorrow night at 7. And the winner of that one will either host Oneida or Harriman at home, or you lose, you're on the road. So Hampton really needs to pull out a big one tomorrow night. You don't want to hit the road this late in the year. If you do, you want to be going to Murfreesboro. So we'll see how that pans out. The Lady Cyclones punched their ticket to a sub-state game, and they will take on Greenville. We'll be bringing you that game tomorrow night from Elizabethton High School. and the winner of that one will get to play at home, and the loser will have to travel. So stay tuned for that one tomorrow night. But we're going to send it back to the station for our last break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups right after this 3-minute break.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Spring is almost here, so for all the hardware items you'll need to get your spring projects done, depend on Brown's Market and Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, to have what you need, including those hard-to-find items. Brown's has hand tools and power tools both, plus the accessories, plumbing and electrical supplies, nuts and bolts, paint and sundry items, plus personal protection equipment like hand sanitizers and also cleansers and products for the remaining threats of COVID-19. If Brown's ain't got it, they can get it. Brown's Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, on the way to the lake.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Wayne Hodge, your local State Farm agent here in Elizabethton, help you simplify and get to a better state. I can handle your auto, home, and life insurance, and you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. So call me, your State Farm agent, Wayne Hodge, at 543-6719 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still the Tri-City's best barbecue, and you can call in orders to the Ridgewood by calling 538-7543. Except no substitute, Ridgewood is the best barbecue in the region. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood has Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Ridgewood is also closed every Monday in January and February this year, but will open Mondays again in March. Hampton Pharmacy is still the small community drugstore people still love to shop, located on Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D and is always available for consultation and counseling. Plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Shop the excellent selection of case knives at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 Hampton, an authorized case knife dealer. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and the starting lineup's being announced, and it's going to be the North Green Huskies first, and it's going to be Dennis Malone, number 22, mixing it up a little bit tonight, and also Luca May starting for the Huskies, to go along with Sam English and Mr. Basketball finalist Jason Britton in the starting lineup also. And now for the Bulldogs, it's going to be Dennis Malone. For the Huskies, they had to fill it in here for me. They switched numbers. Number 22, now it's going to be junior Dylan Privet, 6'3" guard, and then Michael Hansfile, 5'11" guard. Junior also, and Mr. Basketball finalist Caden Buckles in the starting lineup, and 6'5" Hayden Campbell, and Gino Carico, also a junior. So 4 juniors, 1 senior for the Bulldogs. It's going to be Britton jumping against Campbell. The Bulldogs will be going to my left, Huskies to my right. The Bulldogs all white, Carolina blue numbers trimmed in dark blue. Huskies a real dull green with white numbers trimmed in light green. And it's up. Britton tips it back court, and it's going to be Carico's shot up off the glass, no good. And Malone with the rebound. Buckles picking up a quick foul. Bulldogs cannot afford to get him in foul trouble. Buckles comes into the game averaging right at 25 points a game. Britton averaging 27. Britton pressured backcourt by Buckles and Carrico. Gets it to the center of the court to English. English pressured backcourt, 10-second count. And the Huskies turn it over. So it's going to be Gino Carrico to throw the ball inbounds right beside of me. Gino into Hanspaul. The Huskies going to match up man. Hanspaul hands it off Buckles. Buckles puts it on the floor. Gets it inside Campbell. Tries to get it over to Carrico. Knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball, and it's going to be Trivet to trigger it inbounds. Trivet looking. Comes inbounds. Buckles up with a shot. Counts the bucket. Malone with the foul. So Buckles put the Bulldogs on the board first, 2-0. He'll go to the line to shoot one. So Buckles at the line, shot up and in by Buckles. 3-0. Bulldogs pressure in full court. Ball comes inbounds. Going to be to Britton. Britton puts it on the floor. Stuck with it. Long pass up ahead to May. May shot blocked by Campbell. Coming away with it is Carrico up to Hanspaul. Down the corner it goes Trivet. Trivet dribbles through. Up with a shot. Foul. No call. Trivet slow to get up off the floor. And May going back the other way. Offensive foul on Luca May as Hanspaul stood there and took the punishment. Trivet got shaken up a little bit. So Point coming in for Trivet, making sure he's all right. So Chance Point was out for a little over a month with a high ankle sprain, but back in the action tonight. Campbell up top to Carrico. Gino to Buckles. Buckles puts it on the floor. Buckles to the hole. Offensive foul. Whoa, they're going to call a block. Buckles was real lucky right there. That could have been his second. Real easy. So it's going to be Hampton's basketball. I thought they really got Buckles with his second. So it's going to be Carrico trying to get it in. Comes in up top Point. Point to Hanspaul. Hanspaul sets the play. Buckles off of the screen, comes out to the right side of the floor, off of the screen by Carrico. Gino double teamed. Up top it goes Point. Long pass corner, Hanspaul for three. Hanspaul shot a little short, and it's going to be Point with the rebound. He hands it off Buckles. Buckles backs it out, resets. Gives it up Campbell. Over to Gino. Gino thought about the three, brings it back up top. Hanspaul back to Gino. 4-3, shot no good. Rebound, number 12, McLean for the Huskies. Up ahead, Malone. Malone all the way down. May up with a shot, blocked, fouled by Campbell. And Luca May will go to the line with the score, 3-0 Bulldogs. 6:09 to go here in the first period. So Luca May at the line to shoot a couple. Shot up, no good by May. May back at the line for his second attempt. May's shot, good. That puts the Huskies on the board. Bulldogs up 3-1. Hanspaul into the front court. Hanspaul hands it off Buckles, back to Hanspaul. Inside it goes Campbell. Campbell turn around lane, shot no good. Carrico rebounds, up with it, no good. And it's going to be Britton pulling it down. Britton, double team, back court, gives it up to May. May up ahead to English. English right side, brings it back to the right, took it to the top. They're reset, and May off the screen to McLean. McLean with the basketball. Ball tip, knocked loose. And it's going to be Hanspaul back the other way. Hanspaul up off the glass and knocks the shot down for the Bulldogs. 5-1. First period, 5:30 to go. It's going to be Britton. Pressured backcourt. Britton got to give it up to Malone. Malone across the timeline. Malone, ball tip from behind. Back up ahead to Buckles. Buckles back the other way. Buckles all the way down, backs it out. And it's going to be Campbell coming up to set the screen. Campbell, Buckles off the screen, goes Carrico in the corner. Gino all the way through, outside Hanspal. Hanspal, pull up, 10-footer, good by Michael Hanspal. And Sam Carlson says, give me a timeout with the score 7-1 Bulldogs. 4:53 to go here in the first period. Back right after this 30-second break.
Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here at West Ridge High School, the Bulldogs starting to turn up the tempo, up 7-1, 4:53 to go in the period. And the Huskies took a timeout, and they have sent a few new players in. May with the basketball, pressured by Buckles. Buckles, pressure. May about slipped and fell. Up ahead it goes to Carrico, and that is Lance Carrico for the Huskies, so I'm going to have to use his name, and Gino Carrico for the Bulldogs. May out to Britton. Britton picked up by Trivet. Britton back up top it goes May. May to the hole. May shot up off the glass, no good. Point, rebound. Hanspal in a hurry. Up ahead Trivet. Trivet to Campbell. 10-footer. Campbell shot no good. Tipped out by Hanspal. And Hanspal for three. Hanspal! He is feeling it. Give him 7 in the quarter. 10-1 Bulldogs. English with the basketball. Pressured by Point. English to the right side. Ball's tipped by Point, and that should have been the other official's call. From my angle, it wasn't a foul, but I'm being biased, I guess. 10-1, your score. Bulldogs in front. English goes into Lance Carrico in the corner. Picked up by Campbell. Tries to get it up to May. Stolen by Point. It's going to be Buckles back the other way. Hanspal up off the glass. Missed the gimme. And Malone with the rebound. Malone back the other way. Ball tipped from behind by Hanspal. And it's going to be Buckles all the way down, up off the glass. Good. Caden Buckles. And Sam Tarleton says, give me another timeout with the score 12-1 Bulldogs. And we'll send it back to the station for another quick 30-second break, telling you the score, 12-1 Bulldogs over the Huskies.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game.
Back here at West Ridge High School, score 12-1, and Sam Carlson already burning 2 timeouts here in the first quarter, trying to get his team to settle down. It's May with the basketball, picked up by Buckles. May into the front court, gets it over to Britton, almost stolen by Trivet. Britton up top. Britton with the basketball. 2 Mr. Basketball finalists in this game. It's going to be May putting it on the floor, goes baseline Britton. Stolen by Trivet. Up ahead, Hanspal. Hanspal into the front court. Hanspal backs it out. Deep pass corner, Point for 3. Chancey's shot, no good. Britton off to the races. This is where Britton's so dangerous. Shot up by Britton, good. Score 12-3. It's going to be Trivet up top with the basketball. Sets, gives it to Carrico. Gino, left side. Gino brings it back to the top. And turnover, Britton back the other way. Britton, shot up off the glass, good by Britton. It's going to be Hanspal across the timeline. 12-5, Bulldogs in front. And Hanspile backs it out. 2:28 to go in the first period. Hanspile hands it off Buckles. Buckles back to Hanspile. Walk with the basketball. Back-to-back turnovers on the Bulldogs. Campbell checking back in. Out is Point for the Bulldogs. Hayden, 6'5", junior, averages right at 13 a game, right at 9 rebounds a game. Checking in for the Huskies, number 3, Davenport. Davenport with the basketball. Davenport picked up by Buckles. Davenport across the timeline. Screen by May. Up top it goes Gino. Carrico drains a 3. Not Gino, but Lance Carrico drains a 3. 12-8 your score. Bulldogs on top. It's going to be Hanspile to Campbell. To Trivet, left side. Hanspile down. Good pass inside. Gino misses a gimme down low, and it's going to be May out in front to Davenport. Up top, going to be English for 3. Shot no good. Trivet rebounds. Trivet back the other way. Dillon front court, across the timeline, gives it up to Hanspile, right side. Volunteer defeated Tennessee High tonight, 59-58 in double overtime. And the Volunteer Falcons stay hot. Campbell inside, Carrico up off the glass, good. Gino Carrico. 14-8. Bulldogs, 1:18 to go first quarter. Britton pressured backcourt, gets it over to Davenport. Up ahead it goes to Lance Carrico, out of bounds. And turnover Huskies. Checking in, Tough Robinson for Trivet. And also Chance Point for Carrico. And Dennis Malone back in for the Huskies. And also McLean. So it's going to be Hanspile up top. Hanspile backs it out. Goes Buckles, right side. Buckles, nowhere to go. Gives it up Hanspile. Thought about the 3. Hanspile to Robinson. Tough brings it back to the top. Hands it off Buckles. Picked up by Malone. And counts on. Buckles to the hole. Buckles spins. Kicks it outside. Loses control. Regains control. Gets it to Hanspile. Hanspile over to Robinson. Back to Hanspile. 28 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Bulldogs up 14-8. And it's going to be Hanspile. Hands it off Robinson. Tough up top, picked up by Davenport. Robinson trying to get it back to Buckles. Goes Hanspile right side for 3. Hanspile shot no good. Ball tipped. Up with a shot was Robinson, knocked out of bounds. No foul, and it's going to stay Bulldogs basketball with 6.3 on the clock. And it's going to be Robinson to trigger the ball inbounds. Tough, a 5'10 freshman. Ball comes in, Hanspile. Hanspile back outside Buckles. Buckles trying to get the shot off. Buckles to the hole. Shot by Buckles, no good. And the score at the end of one quarter of play is the Bulldogs 14, Huskies 8. Your score has been brought to you by Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. Back right after this 60-second break.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start there and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter. Support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Back here at West Ridge High School, at the end of one, it is Bulldogs 14 and the Huskies 8. And it's Bulldogs jumped out to a 12-1 lead. Huskies burn a couple timeouts. and settled down a little bit. She's got herself back in the game. It's Britton up top with the basketball for the Huskies. Goes to McLean, out to English. May breaking through, nothing there. Britton open for three, top of the circle, shot no good. Trivet, rebound, Hanspaw in a hurry. Carried the basketball is Hanspaw. Bulldogs with their third turnover. The Huskies have turned it over 8 times. Britton with the basketball. Picked up by Trivet. Here comes the double team. Britton's got to get rid of it. Gets it up to McLean. McLean, pressure from behind, gives it up English. Back to Britton. Britton picked up by Hanspaw. Goes to McLean, right side of the floor to English. Cutting back door, May. May drops his shoulder, turn around in the lane. Shot no good. Rebound, Gino Carrico running the fast break. Carrico blocking foul on English. And that's going to be the 4th team foul on the Huskies. So it's going to be Trivet to trigger the ball inbounds. Trivet looking, comes in up top, Buckles. Buckles with the basketball. Picked up by Malone. Buckles hands it off Hanspaw. Hanspaw to Trivet. Baseline Trivet tries to get it through to Gino. Knocked out of bounds by May for the Huskies. So it's going to stay Bulldogs basketball. 6:59 to go in the first half. Hanspaw to trigger it inbounds. Hanspaw looking. Comes inbounds. Buckles for three. Shot good by Caden Buckles. Give Buckles 9 in the first half. Malone with the basketball. Malone pressured by Buckles. Gets it across the timeline. Malone backs it out. Gets it to May. Over to McLean. Off of the screen. English up top. Back to May. Britton around the top. Picked up by Carrico. Carrico counts on. Got to get rid of it. Britton just in time gives it up Hanspaw. And it's going to be an offensive foul on Britton going to the hole. And who else? Hanspaw taking the punishment. Hanspaw does the little things also for the Bulldogs. And first foul on Britton, and the Huskies can't afford to get him in foul trouble either. 17-8 to score. 6:15 to go here in the first half, and it is Hanspaw up top for the Bulldogs. Gives it to Campbell at the foul line. Campbell puts it on the floor, spins. Campbell, shot up and in by Campbell. Tough move to the basket, Campbell. Ball comes inbounds, Britton. Britton picked up by Trivet. Gets it over to Malone. Malone into the front court. Malone all the way down. Chased by Buckles. Malone to the hole. Behind the back dribble. Gives it up Britton. Britton brings it back to the top. Picked up by Buckles. Britton. 19-8 your score. Bulldogs in front. Britton pull up. 15-footer. In and out. No good. It's going to be Trivet to Hanspaw. Hanspaw in a hurry. Hands it off Buckles up top. Back to Hanspaw. Looks inside to Carrico. Swings it cross court. Trivet. Back to Hanspaw. Hanspaw thought about the three. Back to Trivet. Side to side. Campbell with the basketball. Gives it back up. Trivet. Trivet brings it back to the top. Gives it up Buckles. Buckles back to Trivet. Down the corner. Hanspaw. Baseline. Hanspaw. Up top, Trivet, 15-footer. Trivet drains a two from the top of the key. 21-8 your score. Malone pressured back court for the Huskies by Buckles. Gets it across the timeline. 4:49 to go in the quarter, and it's Malone to the hole. Shot no good. May with the rebound. Puts it back up and in for the Huskies. May with 3 points. Makes the score 21-10 Bulldogs. Trivet to Gino, turnaround lane, 15-footer. Gino Carrico with his 5th point of the first half. 23-10 your score. Malone with the basketball. Pressured by Buckles. Into the front court, Malone goes down, hands it off May. May with the basketball. Brings it back to the top, hands it off Britton. Britton's going to be picked up by Buckles. Goes right wing. English goes baseline. English to the hole. Shot up, no good, and it's going to be Campbell with the rebound. Back the other way, Hanspal all the way down. Kicks it outside Buckles. Buckles off the double screen. Pull up, 15-footer, no good. Trivet, rebound up off the glass, no good, and it's going to be May. Rips it away for the Huskies. May splits the defenders, gives it up Britton. Down in the corner it goes Malone. Shot blocked by Campbell. And the score, 23-10 Bulldogs. 3:38 to go here in the first half. Score is brought to you by Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, offering you both mobile and online banking, plus home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans, and so much more. Visit the office nearest you or apply online. Ball inbounds to Jason Britton. Checking in, little brother Tyler Britton. May outside, picked up by Campbell. May to the hole, spins, Luca, shot off the glass, no good, and Tough Robinson with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Up ahead it goes Point, looks inside, walk with the basketball is Chance. 23-10, Bulldogs in front, 3:18 to go in the first half. And it's going to be Davenport back in for the Huskies. Ball comes inbounds, Britton. Picked up backcourt by Point. And pressured. Here comes the double team. Britton trying to get around Chance. Brings it back to the top. Kicks it across to Davenport. Down in the corner, Tyler Britton for three. In the corner, Tyler Britton. And it's going to be Hanspal up top. Picked up by Tyler Britton. Off of the screen, Hanspal. Walk with the basketball. Turnover. So it's going to be another turnover on the Bulldogs. Give them 5 in the first half so far. Trivet checking in for Hanspal. Ball comes inbounds, Britton. Britton with the basketball, picked up by Point. Britton, here comes the double team, gets it over to Davenport. Davenport down in the corner to Tyler Britton. Back up top it comes to his brother Jason. Jason to Carrico, to Tyler. Thought about the three, brings it back up top May. May to Jason. Jason penetrates, 15-footer. Jason blocked by Campbell. Back the other way, Trivet with the basketball. Trivet behind the back dribble. Backs it out, hands it off Buckles. Picked up by Davenport. 2:09 to go in the first half. Bulldogs up 23-13. Robinson up top with the basketball. Picked up by Britton. And Britton, it's going to be Buckles saving it from going out of bounds, and it's going to be Tough. Robinson inside. It goes Campbell, 15-footer. Shot off the glass, no good, and it's going to be saved by Robinson. Robinson all the way to the hole, tries to get it over to Campbell. Back up top, Point, and Point stepped on the line. Turnover, Bulldogs. 6 turnovers here, 4 of them coming in the second quarter. Score 23-13, 1:40 to go in the first half. And it's going to be Davenport trying to get the ball inbounds. Davenport comes into Tyler Britton. Tyler picked up by Hanspal. Hanspal really sticking to Britton. He passed it to his brother Jason, picked up by Trivet. Jason up top, 3 for Carrico. Shot no good. And Gino with the rebound. Gino gets it to a guard, Trivet. Long pass down the corner, Hanspal. Hanspal up top, Gino. Gino hands it off Buckles. Buckles backs it out, picked up by Davenport. 1:07 to go. Inside it goes Campbell. Campbell swings it to Trivet in the corner for 3. Shot no good. It's going to be Buckles with the rebound. Buckles up with the shot, and in is Caden Buckles, 25-13. It's going to be Britton in a hurry. Britton all the way down. Shot up off the glass. Good by Jason Britton. You can't let him get to the open floor. If you do, it's usually going to be 2. 25-15, 36 seconds to go here in the first half. Gino tries to kick it to the corner, stolen by Britton. Britton all the way down, shot up off the glass, good by Britton. 25-17, hands foul with the basketball. Costly turnovers here in the second quarter for the Bulldogs is let the Huskies sneak back into this thing. 10 seconds. 8. Hands foul, double teamed up top. Goes to Trivet. Back up top, hands foul. 4-3. Shot no good. And the score here at the half is the Bulldogs 25 and Huskies 17. Score has been brought to you by Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. Back with some numbers right after this 3-minute break.
Get not just one, but 2 fish tacos for just $6.50 now at Taco John's. You heard right. Those extra tasty fish tacos are on sale at 2 for $6.50 now at Taco John's Elizabethton. Each fish taco is a soft shell taco with fish, chipotle sauce, lettuce, and pico de gallo. Get 2 for $6.50 while you can at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore Streets, Elizabethton. Open 7 days a week. And don't forget to try those new Nacho Crunch beef burritos or the Nacho Crunch chicken burrito. They're on sale too at $2 for the beef version, $3 for the chicken version. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay, it's just a few clicks of the mouse. Visit the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay or paperless bill online pay. For iPhone and iPad users, check out the Elizabethton Electric System app. You can still mail in your payment, pay in person, or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
Now it's time for Clayton Homes of Elizabethton to have its Sweetheart February Valentine and Blowout Sale. Throughout February, all homes at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton are on sale at a blowout price, including doubles and single wides. And with the purchase of any of these featured homes, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is giving away a free washer and dryer with your purchase. Stop in at Clayton Homes, 980 Bypass, and see Team 811 for complete details. The Valentine and February blowout sale going on now at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton, 980 Bypass. Get the most out of your tax refund with the new set of tires you need for vacation and warm weather driving soon to come. Now from Hayworth Tire Center, Valley Forge. Hayworth Tire also provides and installs new brakes, shocks, and struts, and also performs front and four-wheel drive alignments. Also get a manufacturer's warranty, free mounting, computer balancing, normal rubber valve stems, and lifetime future rotation and balancing with your purchase at Hayworth Tire Center, Highway 19E, Valley Forge.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Back here at West Ridge High School and semifinal game in 1A basketball as the Bulldogs hold the lead of 25-17. Bulldogs up as many as 12 costly turnovers in the second quarter on the Bulldogs. Let the Huskies get their way back into it. And the numbers of the first half looks like this. North Green first, 10 rebounds, 16 for the Bulldogs. The Huskies have turned it over 9 times, the Bulldogs 7. Points off turnovers, Huskies 4, Bulldogs 8. 9 of 21 inside the three-point line is the Bulldogs for 42%. They are 5 of 15 for 33%. is the Huskies. The Huskies 1 of 2 from the line for 50%, 2 of 7 behind the three-point line for 28%. And individual scoring first for the Huskies, Luca May with 3, Jason Britton with 8, Lance Carrico with 3, and Tyler Britton with 3. For the Bulldogs, they were 1 of 1 from the line, 2 of 7 behind the three-point line, the same as North Green, 28%. Dylan Trivet with 2, Michael Hanspile with 7, Buckles with 10, Hayden Campbell with 2, and Gino Carrico with 4. And that makes the score 25-17 at the break. And tonight, South Green fell to Gatlinburg Pittman 60-58. And I got my little grandbaby here giving me a hug, little Charlie Bug. But Volunteer stayed hot. The Falcons eliminated Tennessee High 59-58. So they will advance and play the winner of Unicoi and Greenville, which is going on right now. So we'll try to keep you posted on that. And I was trying to jot something down here real quick. So the Bulldogs up 25-17 here at the half, back out of the locker room already, out on the floor. And those costly turnovers is what really hurt them in the second quarter. And earlier tonight, University High punched their ticket to the championship on Thursday night as they defeated Cosby 70-46. And North Green or Hampton 1 will be playing that game on Thursday night, and I hope it is the Bulldogs. Bulldogs, the last boys team that we have here in Carter County left, so we got to keep them going. The Lady Dogs are still alive. They play tomorrow night against North Green at 7 o'clock, and the winner will get Sub-State at home, loser on the road. They will wait to see who they play, either Oneida or Harriman. And then Elizabethan girls also home tomorrow night. We'll be bringing you that game. We'll be going on the air about 6:45. And that is Elizabethan and Greenville. And the winner, of course, Sub-State at home, loser on the road. We got 3 minutes and 38 seconds before we start the second half back up with the score, Bulldogs 25 and the Huskies 17. Back right after this 3-minute break.
Spring is almost here, so for all the hardware items you'll need to get your spring projects done, depend on Brown's Market and Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, to have what you need, including those hard-to-find items. Brown's has hand tools and power tools both, plus the accessories, plumbing and electrical supplies, nuts and bolts, paint and sundry items, plus personal protection equipment like hand sanitizers and also cleansers and products for the remaining threats of COVID-19. If Brown's ain't got it, they can get it. Brown's Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, on the way to the lake.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Wayne Hodge, your local State Farm agent here in Elizabethton, help you simplify and get to a better state. I can handle your auto, home, and life insurance, and you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. So call me, your State Farm agent, Wayne Hodge, at 543-6719 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still the Tri-City's best barbecue, and you can call in orders to the Ridgewood by calling 538-7543. Except no substitute, Ridgewood is the best barbecue in the region. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood has Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Ridgewood is also closed every Monday in January and February this year, but will open Mondays again in March. Your exclusive and authorized Case Knives dealer is Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321, Hampton. Hampton Pharmacy's Case Knife selection features large knives, gift and collectible knives, folding knives, hunting knives with cases, pocket knives, and even Case Knife gift sets. Also buy Case gift lighters and look over all 5 Case Knife displays and the Case shirt and cap case, too. You'll find over 400 unique Case products at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321, Hampton, across from the elementary school. Your authorized Case Knife dealer. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game.
Bulldogs basketball to start the second half. They'll be going to my right, 25-17. Bulldogs in front, and it's going to be Buckles, right wing. Inside it goes to Carrico, and it's going to be a charge on Campbell. That's going to be number 2 on Campbell. So it's going to be Malone to trigger the ball inbounds for the Huskies. Looking, trying to get it in. Comes into May. May pressured backcourt. May has the ball tipped, gets it in the front court, tries to get it to Britton. And it ends up in Coach Sam Charleston's hands. He wasn't real happy with that, so it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Hands foul back the other way. Hands foul picked up by English. Goes to Campbell. Looks at the back door, kicks it outside Trivet. Inside Gino, stolen by Britton. Britton stolen back by Buckles. Buckles baseline. Buckles shot up off the glass. Good. Caden Buckles. It's going to be Malone back the other way. Picked up by Hanspile. Malone backs it out. Brings it back to the top. Hanspile. Screened by Britton. Hands it off English. English around the top. English kicks it to McLean out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers on the Huskies. Score 27-17. And checking in, Lance Carrico for McLean. So it's going to be Hanspile across the timeline. Picked up by English. Hanspile screened by Campbell. Kicks it to Trivet left wing. Back to the top. Trivet with the basketball. Over to Buckles for 3. Shot no good. And it's going to be May rebound. Gets it out to Britton. This is where Britton calls his havoc. And he's going to be fouled from behind by Trivet. Third foul on Trivet. Chance Point checking in for Carrico. And it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. English to May. May hands it off Britton. Picked up by Trivet. Britton goes baseline. Tries to step back. Couldn't get the shot off. Britton stuck. Brings it back up top Malone. Malone picked up by Point. 6:22 to go in the third period. Bulldogs up 27-17. And it's going to be Lance Carrico up top. Tries to get it to Britton. It's going to be a jump basketball, and it goes over to the Bulldogs. To the Huskies. I was looking at Ned Smith. He was pointing for the Bulldogs to get the ball. So it's going to be English looking. Brings it in up top May. May hands it off Britton. Point. Sticking with him. Now they switch off. It's going to be Malone. Malone up top. Pressured by Buckles. Malone to the hole. Backs it out. Gets it to Lance Carrico. Over to May to English. Britton breaks through. English goes baseline. Tries to get it to Britton. Out of bounds. And it's going to stay Huskies basketball. Score 27-17. Bulldogs in front. 5:46 to go, third period. Ball comes in. Carrico shot no good. And Hanspile with the rebound up ahead. Buckles trying to save it. And it's going to stay Bulldogs basketball. the North Green faithful mad. That shot come off the glass. The ball bounced twice before anybody got the rebound, and the Bulldogs came away with it. Inbounds Buckles, goes inside Campbell. Up top, Point to the hole. Shot up off the glass, good. Chance Point with his first 2 points back in the game. English inbounds Malone. Malone picked up by Buckles. Malone across the timeline. Screen by Carrico, gives it off to May. Looks back door. Goes to Britton for 3 in the corner. Jason Britton. 29-20, Bulldogs in front. 5:04 to go in the third period. Trivet up top. Trivet picked up by Britton, goes to Point. Chance brings it back to the top. Chance to Trivet for 3. Trivet shot, knocks it down from the outside is Dylan Trivet. And that puts the Bulldogs back up 32-20, 4:41 to go. English with the basketball. Across the timeline into Carrico. May off the glass, good. Luca May, good ball movement by the Huskies. Back the other way. Hands foul. Picked up by English. Hands foul. Kicks it left side, Trivet. Trivet back to hands foul to Buckles. Buckles goes baseline, splits the defenders, loses control. And it's going to be a turnover on the Bulldogs. And it's going to be English with the basketball. English in a hurry. All the way down. Picks up his dribble. And it's going to get a foul on, I believe they got hands foul. First foul on hands foul. Third foul on the Bulldogs. So it's going to be English. Trigger the ball inbounds. Robinson checking in for May. And English to trigger it inbounds. English looking, comes inbounds. Britton for 3. Britton brings another 3 in the corner. Britton cuts the lead to 32-25. Hands foul into the front court. Hands foul. Up top, Robinson with the basketball. Robinson picked up by Britton. Hands it off Buckles. Buckles picked up by Malone. Buckles dribbles down inside, brings it back up top, hands foul. Robinson inside Campbell, shot, Campbell no good. Rebound, English gets it over to Britton. Britton starting to feel it. May to the hole, tries to kick it inside, goes out of bounds off of Robinson. 3:19 to go third period. The Huskies has cut it to 7. And it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. English counts on. English comes inbounds. May. May looking inside to Britton. Brings it back up top. English. English. Screen by May. English gives it up to McLean. McLean looks inside. Goes to Malone. Britton cuts through baseline. May for 3. Shot no good. Rebound. Hands foul. Hands foul into the front court. Hands foul all the way down. Goes baseline. Kicks it up top. Robinson. 4-3, shot no good. Buckles with the rebound, gets it inside to Point. Point fouled. What's the call? I can't see. Foul's going to be on English. Checking in is Trivet and Carrico. Out is Point and Campbell. Lance Carrico in for May. And also Davenport in for Malone for the Huskies. 32-25, 2:48 to go third period. And it is shot by Robinson. Good by Tough Robinson. So Robinson with his first 2. Britton's going to be trapped, trying to get it out to Davenport. Pressure on. Davenport down to McLean. Inside, Lance Carrico up with a shot. Shot blocked. And it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. English looking, comes in to McLean. McLean puts it on the floor. Shot up off the glass, no good. Carrico rebound, gets it out to Trivet. Trivet loses control. Trivet brings it back out to Buckles. Buckles baseline, 15-footer in and out. And it's going to be Carrico up with a shot, count the bucket, and Gino with a big putback for the Bulldogs. 36-25, 2:14 to go, third period. And Gino with a big putback. The North Green faithful wanting a walk call on Trivet, losing control of the ball. Could have went either way, 50-50. And that's the breaks you got to have to advance in these games like this. So Gino at the line with a chance to do the three-point play, and Gino drains it. Score 37-25. Davenport pressured backcourt by Hanspaul. Davenport across the timeline. Davenport hands it off May to Britton. Britton picked up by Carrico. Britton baseline, shot up off the glass, good by Britton. He is smooth. 37-27, Bulldogs in front. Hanspaul to Robinson. Robinson regains control. Robinson inside to Carrico, goes out of bounds. And checking in, Campbell for Robinson. So it's going to be Trivet, side midcourt, and trigger the ball inbounds, breaking through Buckles. Looks inside Campbell, knocked out of bounds by McLean for the Huskies. 37-27, 1:43 to go, third period. Bulldogs on top. Unicoi over Greenville, 19-15 at the end of one. Ball comes in up top, Hanspaul. Tyler Britton checking in for the Huskies. Hanspaul picked up by Britton. Gives it up, Trivet. Back up top, Hanspaul. Hanspaul pressured by Tyler Britton. Screen up top. Here comes the trap. Long pass over in the corner. Trivet for three. And going to be a foul called on, who'd they get? Campbell or, nope, Buckles with the foul. Score 37-27 Bulldogs. Ball comes inbounds. Britton picked up by Buckles. Britton with 8 points here in the third quarter, had 8 in the first half, 16 for the game. Davenport into the front court. Davenport throws it away. Turnover, Huskies. So it's going to be Hanspaul across the timeline, picked up by Tyler Britton. He gives it up Campbell up top to Trivet. Cutting through Hanspaul. Buckles off of the screen, and Gino loses his footing. Was going to be a backdoor cut and turnover on the Bulldogs. Ball comes inbounds. Britton going to be trapped. Britton out of the double team. Britton into the open court. This is where he's dangerous. Britton in the front court, picked up by Hanspaul. Britton hands it up to Tyler, over to May. May off of the screen up top. May penetrates, kicks it back outside. Davenport to the hole, shot up off the glass, good by Davenport. Back the other way we go. Trivet to Hanspaul. Hanspaul fouled by Tyler Britton. That'll be the third foul on the Huskies here in the second half. 31 seconds to go in the quarter. Chance Point checking in for Trivet. So it's going to be Chance to trigger the ball inbounds. Comes inbounds, Buckles. Picked up by Davenport. Buckles dribbles down, hands it off Hanspaul. 25 seconds to go at the end of the third quarter. And it's going to be Gino hands it off Buckles back to Hanspaul. Hanspaul 15. Hanspaul being chased by Britton, almost stolen. Gino pulls it inside. Hanspaul outside for three. Shot in and out. Davenport with the rebound. May up ahead to Britton. Tyler from half court. Shot a little short. The score at the end of 3 quarters of play is the Bulldogs 37, Huskies 29. Scores being brought to you by Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. Back right after this 60-second break.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start there and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter. Support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
The start of the fourth period. Who is going to survive tonight between the Bulldogs and Huskies? Bulldogs up 37-29. 8 minutes to go in the ball game, and the winner will advance to the championship and also a sub-state game. So it's Hanspal into the front court. Loser will go home. Trivet, left side. Up top it comes Buckles. Buckles trying to get it to Campbell. Brought back to Buckles. Over to Trivet. Trivet. Pass to Gino. Gino inside. Gino nowhere to go with the basketball. Gets it inside Campbell. Campbell spins. Campbell shot up. No good. And it's going to be Trivet and May tying it up. And it's going to go over to the Huskies. Campbell got himself too far down under the backboard to get the shot off. So it's going to be English inbounds Malone. Malone picked up by Hanspal. 7:25 to go in the ball game. Bulldogs up 37-29. And it's going to be May up top, hands it off Britton. Britton picked up by Trivet. Goes right wing Malone. Baseline May. May has the ball knocked loose. Stolen by Buckles. Buckles back the other way. Buckles shot up off the glass. Good by Caden Buckles. And Buckles with another one. With the steal. Buckles up with a shot. Blocked. No call. And it's going to be English and Buckles being tied up. English. And what's the call here? I don't know if it was a double or a single. Score 39-29.
Personal foul on number 11, Caden Buckles. His third, team foul number 5. Technical foul number 1.
Personal foul on Buckles and a technical foul on English for the Huskies. We got it sorted out now. Buckles at the line to shoot the technical shot up and in by Buckles. 40-29, 6:49 to go in the ball game, and it has been a heated matchup. Both teams standing in the back court talking, so that's good. Buckles drains the second one, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Score 41-29, and the ref on top of the situation real quick. So it's going to be Trivet, side mid-court. Trivet, Hanspal breaks back court, gets the basketball. Bulldogs up 12. It's going to be Hanspal picked up by English. Hands it off Trivet. Trivet picked up by Britton. Trivet back up top. Buckles with the basketball. Buckles penetrates, backs it out, hands it off Hanspal. Hanspal kicks it to the corner to Trivet. Turnover, Bulldogs. I looked at the Hamptons bench. One coach is saying yes, the other one's saying no. Me, it was 50-50. Britton back the other way. Up ahead, Malone. Malone in the front court, picked up by Buckles. Hands it off to English. English to the hole. Goes baseline May. May up off the glass. Shot good by Luca May. Cuts the lead to 10. 41-31 Bulldogs. Hanspal into the front court. Hanspal dribbles down inside. Hands it off Buckles. Knocked loose. Buckles regains control. Goes inside Carrico. And Gino up and in with a big bucket. Gino again with another big bucket. And it's going to be Malone into the front court. Malone hassled up top and harassed, and Hanspile picking up the foul. 43-31, Bulldogs on top, 5:53 to go. Unicoi and Greenville tied at the half, 29 apiece, and it's going to be English side midcourt. Inbounds Britton. Britton tries to go baseline, and he does. Picked up by Trevitt, blocked by Trevitt, and no foul. And it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. English to McLean. McLean goes baseline. McLean shot up, fouled by Campbell. And that's going to be, I believe, number 3 on Campbell. McLean will go the line to shoot 2. And Coach Ned Smith says, give me a timeout with the score. 43-31, 5:43 to go in the ball game. Back right after this 30-second break.
Get not just one, but 2 fish tacos for just $6.50 now at Taco John's. You heard right. Those extra tasty fish tacos are on sale at 2 for $6.50 now at Taco John's Elizabethton. Each fish taco is a soft shell taco with fish, chipotle sauce, lettuce, and pico de gallo. Get 2 for $6.50 while you can at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore Streets, Elizabethton. Open 7 days a week. And don't forget to try those new Nacho Crunch beef burritos or the Nacho Crunch chicken burrito. They're on sale too at $2 for the beef version, $3 for the chicken version.
Back here at West Ridge High School 1A semifinals. Loser goes home, winner advances, and it's going to be the Huskies at the line. Bulldogs up 43-31 with 5:43 to go in the game, and it's going to be Bennett McLean at the line to shoot 2 for the Huskies. McLean, shot, good. McLean back at the line. Eyes the bucket. Has a chance to cut it to 10 again. McLean knocks the second one down. 43-33, 5:43 to go. And it's going to be Gino Carrico inbounds Trivet. Trivet with the basketball. Trivet across the timeline. Trivet up top. Trivet, nobody's going to pick him up. He's just going to stand out there and hold it. Gino with the basketball. Gino fouled by number 20, and that's Turner Bailey. Nope, that's Vault, they said. So they've switched numbers on me. I got to find him here. But Vault picking up the foul, and it's going to be Buckles for the Bulldogs. Up top, Carrico. Gino hands it off to Trivet. Gino with the basketball to Buckles. Buckles double team, fouled by Malone, and that is going to put 16 fouls on the Huskies. And it's going to be Trivet, inbounds Buckles. Comes a double team over to Gino. Thought about the three. And Buckles back up top. Gets it over to Trivet. Trivet, double team, gets it to Gino. Gino puts it on the floor. Gino to Campbell. 3-second call on the Bulldogs. Campbell. Davenport in for Malone, Vault out, and Tyler Britton in for the Huskies. Davenport inbounds Britton. 10-point game, 4:55 to go. Bulldogs in front. Up ahead, English to the hole. Foul on the floor. So English will go the line for a 1-and-1. Vault back in for the Huskies. Out is Britton. English at the line, 1-and-1. Shot up, good. something about these North Green teams. They really shoot their foul shots well. English back at the line. Can cut the lead to 8. Shot no good. Campbell rebound. Campbell gets it out to Gino. Gino hands it off Hanspal. Hanspal across the timeline. Picked up by English. Here comes a double team. English, ball knocked out of bounds by Ball. Turnover, Bulldogs. And back-to-back turnovers on the Bulldogs. 43-34 your score. Ball comes inbounds, Britton. Britton with 8 points in the third quarter. Gets a score in the fourth. Britton to the hole. Britton shot up. Shot no good. Goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay Huskies basketball. So it's going to be English with the basketball. Davenport breaking through. Britton. May up top. May hands it off to Tyler Britton. Thought about the three. Gives it to his brother Jason. Jason cut off up top. Goes Tyler in the corner. Baseline. Tyler's shot. No good. Buckles rebound. Fouled. And Buckles will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1 on the other end. English with the foul. Fourth foul on English. 4:15 to go. 43-34. Bulldogs still in front. Got to hit your foul shots in these close ones like this. They'll come into play. Malone getting ready to check back in for the Huskies. Buckles at the line. Shot up and in by Buckles. Malone checking in for English, picking up his fourth. Go back at the line, Buckles. He's 3 of 3 or 4 of 4. Make it 5 of 5. 45-34. Ball inbounds, Britton. Britton picked up by Trivet. Gives it up to Tyler Britton. Tyler across the timeline, picked up by Buckles. Hands it off to his brother Jason. Jason trying to get to the hole, picked up by Trivet. Jason to the hole. Shot blocked by Trivet. And the North Green faithful going crazy. And Trivet tremendous on defense tonight for the Bulldogs. And it's going to be Davenport to inbounds. Davenport up top, Tyler. Britton off of the screen. Tyler gets it outside Malone. Deep three looks good. It is good. Malone for 3. His first points of the game, 45-37. Hands foul. Hands it up Buckles. Buckles across the timeline. Here comes the trap. Buckles all the way down. Kicks it to Hanspal. Hanspal dribbles through. Steps on the line. Turnover. Hanspal. Costly turnovers. 14 turnovers on the Bulldogs now. And it's Britton into the front court. Britton kicks it outside Malone. Malone goes baseline. Steps back. Carrico, hand in the face. And it's going to be Trivet with the rebound. Jump basketball. No. A foul on May. So that's going to put Trivet at the line. Tough Robinson checking in for Hanspal. 3:24 to go. And it's going to be Trivet at the line. Trivet has had his struggles from the line, so let's see if he can. The last game did a lot better. So let's see if he can knock these down to help seal the deal here. Trivet shot. Rolls off the front. No good. Britton with the basketball. Jason into the front court. Jason all the way down. Shot up off the glass by Jason. Good. Ball comes inbounds to Trivet. Trivet hands it off Buckles. Buckles pressured back court to Trivet. And Ned Smith says, give me a timeout before we turn it over. 45-39 Bulldogs in front. 3:05 to go in the ball game. Back right after this 30-second break.
If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball side midcourt. And the Huskies coach come real close to getting teed up there. The other two officials kind of stepped in and settled things down, so it's going to be Bulldogs basketball, Huskies pressure in full court, and it's going to be point to trigger the ball inbounds. And you've got Buckles, Robinson, and Hanspile, all three. Ball comes inbounds, Campbell. Campbell to Buckles. Caden, backcourt, going to be double-teamed by Britton. Up ahead it goes Robinson. Robinson to Buckles. Buckles backs it up top, point. Back to Hanspile. Hanspile baseline. Kicks it cross court, Robinson. Robinson baseline, cut off. And throws it away. Turnover. Back the other way, Malone up ahead to Britton, deep 3-4, Britton shot no good, and goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. And Robinson with the turnover, but hey, he's a freshman. He's going to make mistakes in these big games. Coaches will talk to him, settle him down, 45-39, 2:37. They need to get the ball in Buckles and Hanspile's hand and take care of it. Hanspile in the front court. Hanspile, here comes the double team. Hands it off point. Back to Hanspile. Hanspile, long pass back to Tribbett. Tribbett back to Hanspile. Hanspile splits the defenders. Gets it over to Tribbett. Tribbett's going to be fouled. Offensive foul by Tribbett. Britton picking up the call. 2:18 to go. And Ned Smith telling Tribbett to settle down. Ball comes inbounds, and it's going to be Britton with a basketball. Britton gives it up to English. English to the hole. English shot up off the glass. Good by English. And English will go to the line to shoot one with a chance to cut this to a one-possession game. With 2:08 to go in the game. So Balt checking back in for Britton. And English at the line to shoot one with a chance to make it a one-possession game. The Bulldogs have led the whole game. Shot up by English, good. And Davenport checking in. 45-42, Bulldogs on top. And Ned Smith says, give me a timeout with the score. 45-22, 2:08 to go in the ball game. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them back right after this 60-second break.
Spring is almost here, so for all the hardware items you'll need to get your spring projects done, depend on Brown's Market and Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, to have what you need, including those hard-to-find items. Brown's has hand tools and power tools both, plus the accessories, plumbing and electrical supplies, nuts and bolts, paint and sundry items, plus personal protection equipment like hand sanitizers and also cleansers and products for the remaining threats of COVID-19. If Brown's ain't got it, they can get it. Brown's Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, on the way to the lake.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Wayne Hodge, your local State Farm agent here in Elizabethton, help you simplify and get to a better state. I can handle your auto, home, and life insurance, and you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. So call me, your State Farm agent, Wayne Hodge, at 543-6719 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and it's going to be Bulldogs basketball, up 3, 2:08 to go in the game. Tribbett inbounds Hanspile. Hanspal to Trivet. Trivet back to Hanspal. Hanspal to Carrico. Gino. Backcourt violation on Gino. And Gino with the turnover, and it's going to be English inbounds to Britton. Back to English. English with the basketball up top. Picked up by Hanspal. Hanspal back to Britton. Britton picked up by Point. Gives it off Tyler Britton. Up top May. Malone with the basketball. English dribbles through, cut off by Trivet. May back up top, Britton. Britton off of the screen. Britton penetrates, shot up off the glass. Good by Jason Britton. 1-point game. Point gives it up, Trivet. Long pass up ahead, Hanspal, 45-44. Turnover, Bulldogs. Britton back the other way. Britton tripped from behind by Carrico. And Britton will go to the line to shoot two. And a chance to take the lead. The Bulldogs self-destructing down the stretch here. So it's going to be Britton at the line with 1:20 to go. Britton shot good. Robinson checking in for Chance Point. English out. And Britton and Vaught back in for the Huskies. Britton with a chance to give North Green the first lead of the game. Britton at the line. Britton shot good. And the Huskies came back, took the lead 46-45. And timeout by Ned Smith with the score of 46-45. Bulldogs down by one with 1:14 to go here in the ball game. We're going to send it back to the station for a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back right after this.
Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is continuing its February blowout sale right on into March for a limited time. So come on into Clayton Homes on the 19E Bypass today for blowout prices on all the homes in inventory, including doubles and single wides. And with the purchase of any of these featured homes, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is giving away a free washer and dryer with your purchase. Stop in at Clayton Homes 19E Bypass and see Team 811 for complete details on the February blowout sale continuing into March. That's Clayton Homes of Elizabethton 19E Bypass.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and the game is down to its last minute 14 with the Bulldogs down 46-45. And the Huskies on a 15-8 run here in the fourth period. And the Bulldogs have turned it over in the fourth period 7 times just in the fourth period alone. So it's going to be Bulldogs basketball. Hanspal with the inbounds. Up ahead, Trivet to Campbell. Where is Buckles? Trivet up top. Almost walk, gives it up Robinson. Robinson back to Trivet. And Buckles, Gino, 15-footer turnaround. And Gino puts the Bulldogs back in front, 47-46. And North Green wants a timeout. We'll take it with them. A 30-second timeout. Bulldogs on top, 47-46. Back in 30.
Get the most out of your tax refund with the new set of tires you need for vacation and warm weather driving soon to come. Now from Hayworth Tire Center, Valley Forge. Hayworth Tire also provides and installs new brakes, shocks, and struts, and also performs front and four-wheel drive alignments. Also get a manufacturer's warranty, free mounting, computer balancing, normal rubber valve stems, and lifetime future rotation and balancing with your purchase at Hayworth Tire Center, Highway 19E, Valley Forge.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and he has come down. It's going to come down to the wire. 47-46. Bulldogs on top. 49 seconds to go in the ball game. It is North Green's basketball. And Buckles fouled out for the Bulldogs. So, Mr. Basketball finalist Fouled out now in the game is Trivet, hands foul, chance point, and Gino Carrico and Campbell. For the Huskies, going to be English, May, Britton, and Tyler Britton and Jason Britton and Malone. English looking to get it inbounds, comes inbounds to Jason, back to English. English picked up back court. English pressured. Offensive foul, got away with it, hands it off Britton. Britton up top, 38 seconds. Britton picks up his dribble, gets it back to English. English around the top, hands it off to Malone. Malone to May. May back to Britton, ball tip, and chance point with the breakaway. Shot up off the glass, no good. And the putback by Trivet, no good, so it's going to be Chance point going to the line. Chance with a big steal. Bulldogs up 47-46, 24 seconds to go in the ball game. And Chance point at the line to shoot a couple for the Bulldogs. Chance with two points in the game tonight. And it is going to be a one and one. No two shots. Chance misses the first one. Chance back at the line. He's going to make this one. John Hostall used to always tell me be positive. He's going to make it. Chance at the line, shot up and in. That one's for you, John. And North Green taking a timeout again with the score 48-46, 24 seconds to go on the clock. We're going to send it back to the station for a quick 30-second break, and we'll be back right after this 30-second break.
Hampton Pharmacy is still the small community drugstore people still love to shop, located on Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D and is always available for consultation and counseling. Plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Shop the excellent selection of case knives at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 Hampton, an authorized case knife dealer.
Back here at West Ridge High School, 1A semifinals. Winner advances, loser goes home. Bulldogs up 48-46, 24 seconds to go on the clock. And it's going to be Huskies basketball out of the timeout. They're going to have to go the length of the floor. Either team fouls from here on in. It's two shots. And Unicoi up over Greenville at the end of three, 36-35. So here we go. Who's going to come out on top? And it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. And it's going to be Trivet on Britton, point on Malone. And here we go. Britton breaks to the corner. Ball comes inbounds, Malone. Malone pressured backcourt by Trivet. Trivet, pressure, and Malone into the front court. Gives it up English. English tries to get to the hole, tries to bring it up top. Britton, it's going to be a runner by Hanspaul into the front court. Hanspaul spins. Hanspaul to Trivet. No foul. Trivet, 15-footer shot, no good. Campbell tip. And we are going to overtime with the score 48-48. Wow. The Bulldogs had a good look at it from Trivet, and then a tip by Campbell, no good. So we're going to send it back to the station as we get set for overtime. 48-48 back right after this 60-second break.
Elizabethan Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay, it's just a few clicks of the mouse. Visit the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay or paperless bill online pay. For iPhone and iPad users, check out the Elizabethton Electric System app. You can still mail in your payment, pay in person, or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Here we go, overtime, baby. It's 48-48. Campbell, Britton to jump. And it is going to be Campbell backcourt to Hanspaw. Hanspaw into the front court, picked up by Malone. Hanspaw to Chance. Chance puts it on the floor. Double dribble by Chance. Turnover. So it's going to be turnover, first possession in overtime for the Bulldogs. It's going to be English inbounds to Britton. Britton picked up by Point. Britton across the timeline, gives it up McLean. Britton off of the screen, back to May for three, shot no good, rebound McLean. McLean back outside May, up top it goes English. English pressure, gives it up to Jason Britton. Britton gives it up McLean. McLean, the hero for the Huskies so far, tied the game up. English goes baseline. Shot no good. Campbell rebound, knocked to the floor. Oh, man, Campbell to the floor, and they call a walking call on Campbell, and it was made with a shove. Score 48-48. It's going to be the Huskies inbounds to McLean. McLean looks inside, hands it off Britton. Britton pressure up top. Britton picked up by Trivet. 48-48, 3 minutes to go in overtime. And it's going to be Britton over to Malone. Hands it off English. English back tip. Campbell rebound. Up ahead it goes Point. And Chance up off the glass. Good for the Bulldogs. Chance with his defense again puts the Bulldogs ahead 50-48. Britton across the timeline, picked up by Chance. Britton screened by May. Britton trying to figure out which way he wants to go. Almost stolen again by Point. Up top, Britton. Britton for three. Britton shot good from the top of the circle. Jason Britton. Huskies back in front, 51-50. 2:19 to go. Hanspaw picked up by Malone. Hanspaw behind the back dribble. Hanspaw hands it off Trivet. Trivet up top. Trivet looks, gives it up Point. Point needs to get it inside. He does. Campbell. Shot up off the glass. Good by Campbell. And Campbell puts the Bulldogs back in front. And we have an official timeout as a player's down with the score 52-51. Bulldogs in front. And Hayden Campbell putting the Bulldogs back on top. And it's Coach Sam Carlton being off of the court, escorted. Sam, no business being 70 feet down the floor underneath the goal. So it's going to be May checking out, Britton checking in, Tyler. So it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. English trying to get it in. Comes into Malone, picked up by Trivet. Malone into the front court, Malone. And it's going to be Trivet almost with the steal. Malone with the basketball. Down the corner it goes Tyler. Tyler back up top. Bulldogs up 52-51, 1:41 to go in overtime. Britton cut off, hands it off English. English back to Britton. Picked up by Trivet. Trivet. Britton to the hole. Britton all the way down inside. Britton turnaround shot blocked by Trivet. Outside it goes Malone, fouled by Trivet. And Malone will go to the line to shoot a couple for the Huskies. 1:20 to go in the game. 52-51 your score. Bulldogs up one, and Malone at the line. Malone, shot, good. May back into the game for the Huskies. We're all tied up 52-52. And Malone at the line. Malone with a chance to put the Huskies back in front, and he does. Ball inbounds, hands foul. 53-52, 1:18 to go. Hands foul picked up by Malone. Hands foul penetrates, gives it up Trivet. Trivet, and Coach Ned Smith says, give me a timeout with the score of 53-52 with 1:09 to go in the game. Huskies in front, back right after this 30-second break.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still the Tri-City's best barbecue, and you can call in orders to the Ridgewood by calling 538-7543. Except no substitute, Ridgewood is the best barbecue in the region. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood has Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood. Old Highway 19 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Ridgewood is also closed every Monday in January and February this year, but will open Mondays again in March.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and we're in overtime. Bulldogs up the Bulldogs down 53-52. Bulldogs basketball. 1:09 to go in the ball game. And the Bulldogs had led the whole game down to under the 2-minute mark, and the Huskies finally tucked the lead. Then it goes to overtime, and now it's Huskies in front, 53-52 with 1:09 to go in the ball game. And it's going to be Carrico to trigger the ball inbounds, Gino. And Gino inbounds Trivet. Trivet up top. Looks like the Huskies going to side back in. It's going to be Malone almost fouling hands foul up top Trivet. Trivet back outside hands foul. Hands foul off of the screen. Almost loses control. Gets it to Point. Point down the corner Trivet. Trivet baseline. Trivet to Campbell. Campbell shot no good. Chance rebound. Kicks it to Trivet. Knocked to the floor. Campbell up with a shot. Count the bucket and one. Hayden Campbell with a big bucket. Puts the Bulldogs back in front, 54-53, and a chance to make it a 2-point game with 39 seconds to go on the clock. Sorry, I got a little excited there. So it's Campbell, Hayden, 6'5" junior at the line with a chance to put the Bulldogs up 2. Campbell's shot, good. And it's Huskies, English to get the ball inbounds. English looking, and timeout by the Huskies. Sam Tarleton to save the 5-second count, 55-53. And let's see, it's going to be a 60-second timeout. So Bulldogs up 55-53, back in 30.
Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back here at West Ridge, overtime. Bulldogs up 55-53, 39 seconds to go on the clock. And I hope the listeners are as tense as I am right now. Bulldogs with a chance to advance to the championship to take on University High on Thursday. If they lose, season's over. Huskies will advance, and we'll get that sub-state either on the road or at home. So a lot to play for right here. Season's on the line. And score 55-53, 39 seconds to go on the clock. English for the Huskies to pull the ball inbounds. And English looking. English gets it to Britton, knocked out of bounds. And it's going to stay with the Huskies. Hands foul, almost coming up with the steal. And it's going to be English again to trigger the ball inbounds. English, Britton breaking to the ball. Britton comes inbounds, May. English with the basketball. English chased from behind. English, ball tip, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to stay Huskies basketball with 32.2 on the clock. and it's going to be English side midcourt. They got to find Britton right here. Britton back court with the basketball. 31 seconds. Picked up by Chance. Counts on. Chance. They give it up May. Cutting through McLean. Back to Britton. Britton up top. Britton off of the double screen. Britton to the hole. Shot blocked by Chance. Point. No foul. Wow. 17 seconds to go. Bulldogs still up 55 to 53, and it's going to be English to trigger the ball inbounds. English looking. Ball comes inbounds. Stolen by Hanspaul. Hanspaul up off the glass. Good. Bulldogs up. Stolen again by Chance. Up top it goes. Hanspaul. Hanspaul's going to dribble out the clock. No, he's going to be fouled. No, they didn't call no foul. That's the ball game. Bulldogs win. Bulldogs win. 57-53. Bulldogs will advance to take on University High on Thursday night in the championship. What a game by the Bulldogs and the Huskies. You got to tip your hat to them. They gave the Bulldogs all they wanted. We are going to send it back to the station, and we'll be back with some numbers of the game right after this 3-minute break.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding areas for the past 37 years. Signature Healthcare offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. It has the best wound care and respiratory programs in town. Their facility is clean, the face is friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter the doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and the larger your paycheck. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. With so many programs to choose from, you can start there and go anywhere. Northeast State also has flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home, helping you balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions.
Carter County School Board members: Dylan Hill, Kelly Crane, Terry Hubbard, Gary Oakes, Danny Ward, Tony Garland, Jeremiah Tully, and Keith Bowers Sr., plus Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter. Support academics and athletics. They know they go hand in hand in building character and strengthening our community. It's a reminder from the Carter County School Board members and the Director of Schools, Dr. Brandon Carpenter.
Get not just one, but two fish tacos for just $6.50 now at Taco John's. You heard right. Those extra tasty fish tacos are on sale at 2 for $6.50 now at Taco John's Elizabethton. Each fish taco is a soft shell taco with fish, chipotle sauce, lettuce, and pico de gallo. Get 2 for $6.50 while you can at Taco John's, brought at Sycamore Streets, Elizabethton. Open 7 days a week. And don't forget to try those new Nacho Crunch beef burritos or the Nacho Crunch chicken burrito. They're on sale too at $2 for the beef version, $3 for the chicken version. If you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union for a most competitive auto loan rate on both new and used vehicles. And if you're offered a rate that's lower, check with the Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer to see if you qualify for a matched rate by the credit union. Always be sure to check with the Happy Valley Credit Union before you finance an automobile anywhere else. Happy Valley Credit Union, C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
Pass it on, it's a tradition. Pass it on.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay, it's just a few clicks of the mouse. Visit the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay or paperless bill online pay. For iPhone and iPad users, check out the Elizabethton Electric System app. You can still mail in your payment, pay in person, or for automated pay by phone, call 1-844-718-0065.
What a ball game. Bulldogs come out on top in overtime, 57-53, but you have to tip your hat to the Huskies. What a game. Huskies never led until the fourth quarter, under 2 minutes to go, and took the lead. And the Bulldogs hung around, took it into overtime, and in overtime, back and forth we went, and it was the Bulldogs coming out on 3. And I have got a couple more here I want to talk to, and first is going to be Dylan Credit. He's getting his headset on here. And Dylan, the emotions were high tonight, wasn't they? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You had me all the pieces over here, but the reason I chose you to come out here tonight ain't always the person who scores the most points, but I thought your defense tonight, I guess you worked on that in practice coming up to this game. Oh, yeah. So come up big. A lot of Britt, Mr. Basketball fans, what can you say about Jason Britt? I mean, he's a player.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's definitely all around a great player. And it's tough to, stay on the whole game, but we worked on it all week in practice, and we just came out here and executed like we were supposed to.
Well, that and, clutch foul shots down the stretch, not only that, a couple of big steals down the stretch. And your sidekick there, Chance, come up with, I think, two of them. Handball with one. And I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Okay, I'll just be truthful with you. The Huskies never led until the fourth quarter with under 2 minutes to go. Y'all led the whole game. But you responded. Buckles got fouled out, got in foul trouble, and, hey, y'all stepped up and pulled it out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I'm going to yell at your sidekick there for just a second. Congratulations. This means, hey, 2 more games and a chance to sub-state at home. Yes, sir. That's the goal. So we go back to practice, lace them up, and get ready for University High. Yes, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Uh-huh. And I got Chance here with me, and Chance, it's been an up-and-down season for you. You was a starter to begin the season, got hurt, I can't remember, about a month and a half ago, if I'm guessing right.
Yes.
And you're back into basketball shape, I guess, now. Sort of.
Getting there.
It took some time. We had a high ankle sprain.
Yes.
And tonight, you come up tremendously on the defensive end of the floor.
I really do appreciate that.
A lot of work and practice, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Jason, like I was talking to Trivett there, Jason and Kate, you see why they're missing basketball finals. Jason, but I thought between you and Trivett, this is probably going to mess with you a little bit. How many points you think Jason had tonight? Y'all play lockdown defense. Just take a wild guess. He had 24. It don't even seem like it, does it? Because, I don't know how many times y'all blocked his shot, forced him into double teams, made him give it up. But somehow he still come out on top with 24 points.
Oh, yeah, he's a great ball player.
Great ball player, just a junior, going to be back. But the bottom line is y'all advance. You've got 2 more games. And University High Thursday night, win or lose, you're going to be playing sub-state. So we want to be back at Hampton High School.
Oh, yeah.
Come next Monday night, because that's what we need to be. So congratulations. Again, 2 more games, chance still to get to Murfreesboro, and I know that's been your own goals from the get-go.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations. I appreciate you, and thanks for coming over and giving me a few minutes. And we're going to send it back to the station for a 2-minute break, and we'll be back to wrap it up right after this.
Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is continuing its February blowout sale right on into March for a limited time. So come on into Clayton Homes on the 19E Bypass today for blowout prices on all the homes in inventory, including doubles and single wides. And with the purchase of any of these featured homes, Clayton Homes of Elizabethton is giving away a free washer and dryer with your purchase. Stop in at Clayton Homes 19E Bypass and see Team 811 for complete details on the February blowout sale continuing into March. That's Clayton Homes of Elizabethton 19E Bypass. Get the most out of your tax refund with the new set of tires you need for vacation and warm weather driving soon to come. Now from Hayworth Tire Center, Valley Forge. Hayworth Tire also provides and installs new brakes, shocks, and struts, and also performs front and four-wheel drive alignments. Also get a manufacturer's warranty, free mounting, computer balancing, normal rubber valve stems, and lifetime future rotation and balancing with your purchase at Hayworth Tire Center, Highway 19E, Valley Forge.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
Spring is almost here, so for all the hardware items you'll need to get your spring projects done, depend on Brown's Market and Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, to have what you need, including those hard-to-find items. Brown's has hand tools and power tools both, plus the accessories, plumbing, and electrical supplies, nuts and bolts, paint and sundry items, plus personal protection equipment like hand sanitizers and also cleansers and products for the remaining threats of COVID-19. If Brown's ain't got it, they can get it. Brown's Hardware, Highway 321 Hampton, on the way to the lake.
Stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, Wayne Hodge, your local State Farm agent here in Elizabethton, help you simplify and get to a better state. I can handle your auto, home, and life insurance, and you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. So call me, your State Farm agent, Wayne Hodge, at 543-6719 today and get to a better state with State Farm.
The original Ridgewood Barbecue is still the Tri-City's best barbecue, and you can call in orders to the Ridgewood by calling 538-7543. Except no substitute, Ridgewood is the best barbecue in the region. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only the Ridgewood has Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. Drive in any day except Sundays and major holidays to the Ridgewood, Old Highway 19 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Ridgewood is also closed every Monday in January and February this year, but will open Mondays again in March.
Back here at West Ridge High School, and the Bulldogs with a wild one in overtime, 57-53, as the Bulldogs advance to the regional championship, where they'll take on University High on Thursday night. And it's either they're going to get Sub-State at home or on the road, but most definitely we want it at home. I got Coach Smith here with me, and Coach, heck of a ball game.
Great ball game. Just thank the good Lord for a big win. Man alive, that was a tough one.
Well, it was a tough one, back and forth. And, you know, I was so caught up in the game, I didn't know Buckles had fouled out. I did not see him pick up his fifth, and I hit my wife over here at Keith's Mustache. I said, why ain't Buckles in the game? And because it was that type of game, you just got caught up in it.
He fouled out there around the 3-minute mark. Fouled out about 3 minutes to go, and the other kids stepped up, and, you know, I thought we wanted on defense.
Defense, most definitely. That's why I called Trivet and Point out here. I wanted to talk to them because I don't always, you know, there's always those kids that's going to get your 20, 24 points, but the guys that put the defense, or girls that lock down defense, sometimes get, you know, left in the background.
They did. I mean, they locked down defense. They played phenomenal. Britt is a great player, probably one of the best I've coached against. He got 25, but I'm telling you, he earned his 25. Our goal was to hold him to 20. He still got 25, and I mean, he earned them. I thought a great defense on him, but he's the real deal.
Well, that's the reason that he's a Mr. Basketball finalist, just like Kate. And, you know, coming to this game tonight, me and my wife was talking on the way over, and I said, you know, they're going to keep Britton in check. He's going to get points. You're not going to shut him down. And, you know, Caden's going to have to do his thing like he's been doing. And then tonight, you know, you had Hanspaw come out the first quarter in the first half, basically, and, you know, offensively looked really good.
He did. My fault. We didn't sub enough tonight, didn't get enough men in a rotation, and he was wore out. And he was just wore out. Caden fouled out. He had to play. We had Duff come off the bench and did some ball on for us. It was a big game. The kids sucked it up. Campbell got 5 biggins, and then overtime there, he made a man play down underneath. I think it was pretty score hit.
Yeah, and, you know, I like the way the officials let the game, you know, even though we came out on top, if we was on the other end, I would probably still look at the same way. They let the kids play on both ends. Underneath.
Yep, it was a great ref game. They did a great job, and the kids just played it out.
Well, congratulations. We'll get geared up, get ready for University High on Thursday, and try to get that sub-state game at home. And that's what we're shooting for, and it don't matter who we play from this point forward. Whoever you play is going to be good.
Hey, anytime you get a sub-state game, it's great. And we got to refocus tomorrow, and got to Jason University High.
Boy, University High looked good tonight, didn't
They
they?
did. They shot the ball
Offensively.
really well.
Well, we'll get tuned up for them. I appreciate you coming over and giving me a few minutes, and we will see you on Thursday night, which you'll be back over here tomorrow night, I'm sure, to 4M Lady Dogs.
We will.
Okay, well, I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Well, this is Roger Norris saying, what a game. Bulldogs survived 57-53 to advance, and the Unicoi boys upset Greenville tonight, and that's another big win for Unicoi County. We'll be back at Elizabethton High School tomorrow night as the Cyclones try to get home court advantage in the sub-state as they will be taking on the Greenville Lady Devils. So tune in tomorrow night, 6:45 for that game. And this is Roger Norris for Barton Eaton Station saying good night.
This has been a presentation of WBEJ Radio Sports. Elizabethton Carter County Regional High School Basketball. Brought to you by Citizens Bank, Northeast State Community College, Elizabethton Electric Department, Carter County Bank, Taco John's, Clayton Homes, Hayworth Tire Center, Happy Valley Credit Union, Brown's Grocery and Hardware, Wayne Hodge State Farm Agency, Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton, Hampton Pharmacy, Ridgewood Barbecue, Carter County Schools. Score the Game brought to you by Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank. Tonight's broadcast produced by Barton Edens. Play-by-play from Roger Norris. Join us again next time for Carter County Elizabethton Regional High School Basketball on Better Than Ever Country. WBEJ.